What's up, guys? We are back. As I said we might be. Me and Kane did some co-op, and now he's playing his own beautiful gym. So I'm back to do some more solo survival. I think we're both having a pretty good time right now. He is enjoying It's a Nice Day for Fishing. You know, Viva La Dirt League's game, and it's quite amazing. And I have to not be distracted by it because I also want to enjoy it. So I'm going to be over here with you guys. Today we are approaching the pond lab and the pond in general and all of its facets. First, we're going to let our character get some sleep before a wolf spider comes up and introduces himself to the stream because that would be fucking just amazing. Da, 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 da. All right. All right. Let's make sure I'm actually live over here. We are live, which is good. We're not talking to ourselves. So we will progress with ours. Now, to get into the pond, we already have a couple of recipes in the workbench that just scream, hey, you're going underwater. We already saw them pop in there. Oh, gosh. Yeah, there we go. We're definitely live. We're going to need this pebble dagger. It's a tool for cutting things underwater. Now we have a weapon, the stabby weapon, but it won't work like this. So we have to have this. This is optional, but very good. We're gonna bring it. And then, let's see what else for underwater. We unlocked this, but to get this, we are going to need these. The gill tubes are needed, I think, to get the bow helmet. If you were really good about it, maybe not. But in my opinion, I think it's a good idea to probably work our way up to that. So we need eelgrass strand and lily pad wax. To get eelgrass strand and lily pad wax, we need that dagger I talked about. So we're going to make that dagger first. We also have these in here. Water boatman fins, eelgrass strands, lily pad wax. What's up, Obito? Coming to say hi. So a lot of things to do in the water really quick, but it's going to start with making that underwater dagger. Lily pad wax. Let's go. To get lily pad wax, we simply need to hop into the water, really. Now, things to be wary of. Oh, I also want to make some adjustments to this because I did go look at the base in our multiplayer, obviously, when I played multiplayer. But I'm not going to do that right this second. I'll wait for a base building, like, end segment. Oh, whoa, did we really get that close to the water when we built our stuff? Because how far back? That's 5. That would be it. Yeah, we just got to slide the whole thing back one. But we'll take care of it later. ADHD's, like, takes care of it now anyway. Okay, things to note. You see it right there. Okay, where I hopped in where there's stone right below me, so I know this right here is not going to be very deep, but it's also kind of hard to get your head underwater. Jaws is headed right fucking this way, so I'm going to stay back and go this way. What's up, Shadow? We just stepped foot in the water, and we're showing how to be careful when you first get here. There's fucking Jaws. Oh my god. Okay. So you're going to want to look out for him. I think that's the first thing we should note. It's the most important. He is the only one, I think. Pretty damn sure. But you're going to want to watch out for that. We need lily pad wax. That's the main thing we're here for. So, keeping in mind the giant koi fish, we're going to go under a lily pad. Okay, up under a lily pad. And get ourselves some. Hi, tadpoles. We vibing? We all vibing. We're chill. Oh god, here comes Jaws. Ooh, shit. Out of the water. We got what we needed first. Oh, shit. Oh, real. I swear. Oh, I thought I've gotten out here before. Oh, I used one of my dandelions for it. Lol. Okay, careful spamming trying to get up a cliff, apparently. Oh, well. We can get more. That stick's been my reliable way out. I probably should have just gone back to it, but it's a little scared of Jaws over there. Hello, Aphid. I do need breakfast, so I'd be careful chirping at me like that.
Meals on wheels.
Like, we're not gonna go anywhere. Alright.
Having a little peep.
Oh shit. Don't need to do that. We could have ourselves some of the juice that we've been collecting this morning. Or we can of course go over to our dew collector. I'm gonna let the juice reservoir just fill up for now. So. And welcome all. Appreciate anybody who stops by to check it out. If you're here live, love you guys. Otherwise you'll probably be seeing it later as like an episode or catching up. If it's your first one, you're probably like, why the hell has he built there? Isn't that kind of dangerous? Don't wolf spiders roam here? Yes, you should check out episode 1 if you've been following along. Then you know we plan on moving here soon, just a little bit that way, and building some defenses. But for now, this works. We sleep during the night. We're making it work. With that wax we just got, you can tell I'm thinking around at a million miles an hour when I'm just looking around and hopping around. I think that's my tell for, wait for it. He'll get back to what he was thinking of in a second. Alright, so we've got a pebble dagger. We can now assign that, I think, very importantly, to like the same cutting area like our axe is in, but for underwater. So that's going to be slot 2. Now, when I pull this up, my axe is here, my cutting weapon's here. Functions the same way as the underwater variant. Now, with this in hand, we can approach getting the next things we need. So, first it's a light. A light, just dip your toe into the pond. Just go under a lily pad and get some wax. Which, you know, not too bad. As you see, I'm now saving. There's no guarantee this next part goes well, and it gets spooky. So, I've played Subnautica and underwater survival games and things that have made me do this quite a bit. For anyone who doesn't know or does know, whatever. I have some serious hydrophobia, phasmophobia, phasmophobia, lol, philosophophobia. Hello, Tadpole. Yeah, for the win and loads, bro. Like, I gotta love that about a survival game in general, just being able to manually save, and it's also auto-saving all the time, making backups, like, it automatically asks you when you go to save if you have 10 max saves. It's like, do you want to overwrite the oldest one? So unless you're connected to it for some reason, that makes it easy to not worry about like, okay, let me pick one. It's 10 saves ago. You should be okay. It's really approachable as a survival game. I love it. They did a good job. Now you're probably wondering why I didn't cook those aphids, and the answer is, I forgot. Ooh. But it's okay. There's algae down here, and I just remembered that. Algae ain't really good for much, but being a snack. Now I need to scan it. Otherwise, it's just a munchy snack. Oh shit. Oxygen! Oh, and we're so slow at swimming right now. Okay. Here we go again. Focus. Focus, man. Focus. Alright, see that bubble? That's probably the best thing we got going for us right now. Just because it's going to refill oxygen, as all the bubbles you see rising here do. Now, our targets. Those things, but I don't know if I've got enough oxygen for that. So, these things are actually what we're here for. This reed, the eelgrass. You don't have to worry about grabbing it up once it breaks. It goes right into your pocket. Alright. Following the bubbles back up. There we go. I have pissed someone off. Weapon in hand. I told you, bring this. Diving bell spiders. Now here's the cool thing about underwater combat. If I kill him, I've drifted away from the bubbles now. he will give me a bit of oxygen. So, be a reward for your little scuffle if you get out of your way because you get caught in a fight. You do get some air. But that's what that looked like. Alright. I'm glad something attacked me though. I mean, you can kind of see the danger level of what you'll be fighting down there. Now that's about all you should be having to deal with. Maybe more than one at a time, but otherwise the only other thing I know that's down there that's hostile is the koi fish so far. Why would you do that to yourself? Oh, bro, that sucks. At the end of the last stream, we went and looked up whether or not diving, like IRL diving bell spiders. Yeah, information you could have lived without. There's also like a net casting kind that I think is just way too much like intelligence for a spider to have. They like finely craft a net and spread it between their 4 front legs and then drop down on things. Like, excuse me? Yeah, no, never needed to know that existed. Way too much bug intelligence. Now, I can turn grass planks into fiber, turns out, but I don't know what's holding me back here because I can do it in the multiplayer. Probably a recipe, no doubt. So, I'm gonna take all this real quick, fill this back up. Now back over here, things we needed to make. The gill tube, some of that eelgrass and some of that lily pad wax. We're gonna make one of these. We also need to make some fins, but we need the water boatman fin. Now, that's going to be the harder part and could take a little bit longer because we're going to have to hunt them suckers down. But we've got the gill tube. So, what I'm going to do is come down here. Same place I got gas mask for. I'm probably going to go ahead and put that here, same place. Be like 3 and 4 for this tab though, because shit, hold up. Where's it at? There it is. Boom. So that makes my tabs look like gas mask on that one. Mask on that one. Yeah, because I have a canteen there. I'm not gonna have a canteen on this one. So what I can do, because I'm gonna have my fins as well. The lamp should be good. I'm gonna assign my whatever I'm normally wearing as a helmet in the hotbar as well too. So if I switch, I have a way to switch back. If you're not sure if you're wearing or something, you can always switch to this menu, and you can certainly tell then. Okay. I can leave some stuff here. I don't need to bring all this crap with me. Now I am going to bring this back over here. Oh crap, I got a lot of stuff just chilling. It's not like assigned yet. I do need to research a lot of things, so keep that separate, but otherwise actually those are special for upgrading. Put that in a different chest. Okay. That gets us our space.
Just like a fruit pounder. That was refreshing.
Fully hydrated. Now we have the gill tube, though. Now we're going to have a bit more oxygen to work with. And with this extra oxygen, we're looking around for those boatmen. Now, of course, keep an eye out for Jaws, the koi fish. He might actually have a name. I just call him Jaws. But you've got a bit more air to work with now. Surface is where it is. And drift around. There we go. Target sighted. Get some air so we can do some hunting. Hello, water boatman. Now we need 4 water boatman fins. That's 1. That's 2. Oh shit. Water flea. Forgot about the water fleas. Yeah, so water fleas and diving bell spiders. But as you can see, the little boatmen are passive, and you feel bad for killing them actually, because they're pretty fucking cool. Well, I don't know where Jaws fucked off to, but I'll take it. Now there's a hatch down here. Okay, that's good to remember. I didn't know where this hatch was. I gotta remember that for later, because that's not the hatch I am familiar with. None of them are open yet, but they will be later. And that could be useful. Okay. Water boatman. Diving bell spiders. Days. There is some clay down here. I don't think enough to merit not just going over to like the water area where the sprinkler is, but and this is what I hate. I love about Subnautica is you have the ability to rise even if you're looking down or any direction just by hitting the button that is ascend. We don't really have an ascend button. You have to look where you're going. So when it's time to go up, I have to look up. Which I think is what causes the most stress in like swimming games for as a mechanic after you've played the other. Because being able to look down and swim up, or vice versa, be like just like looking this way and holding down and drifting down and looking the way you want to look. Because we can pretty much swim whatever direction we want to because we have 4 limbs like paddles. Now it's not very good, not very fast, but we can. Like this, we can still go sideways and do it. So at least it acknowledges that, but okay, we're not getting lucky with the other water boat fins, and I don't want to go over there. Because if Jaws ain't over here... Ooh, he's probably over there. Aha! Target sighted. Alright, let's 4 of those. That's our next step. I'm gonna go ahead and get ourselves some more of this. And holy shit, yeah, there's some poking out here. Wait, is there more of it falling down below? Wait, what is this? Eelgrass strand. I thought I was collecting all of it. Oh, you bastards. Okay, so it turns out there's more to be got. You can chop it, like, from the top all the way down. Okay. Wait. Maybe not. Not sure. Not sure how that works. Maybe it's better to start at the top and work your way down? Either way. We've got some more of that. We've got some more of the wax. We've got the 4 boatman fins. Jaws nowhere to be seen, which is just actually scarier than knowing where he is. I can't frickin' imagine. Now, I reassigned the helmet into a slot, and that's not more for swimming. That's why it's on the same tab as the gas mask. That's for more when I get jumped by stink bugs on the overworld. So I'm not going to like make a tab for my shin guards or anything, but I am going to put the flippers in my swimming tab. So, yeah. Boom. Alright, now I have water boatman fin
You can be smart, fast, lucky,
flippers.
or just wear some armor.
Now we're faster. Perfect. Back into the water we go. Oh wait. I don't need to swap mutations. I don't have anything that makes me better at swimming right now, so. I can, however, look into the light. I need one of these. At least one. So. We'll add that to our yes. And because if we don't do it now, there's going to be wolf spiders prowling over here.
Meals on wheels.
And I'd like the battery to recharge. I'm going to go ahead and visit the Burgle research base over here. And I'm going to talk to him about the dream. Because if I rush the pond lab, I might end up... Oh my god. Oh, I have never... Oh. 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 What was I even talking about? Oh yeah, I don't want to like double down on cutscene conversations with him. Jesus. Fuck.
Science!
Bone dagger. Trident. Nice. Now, if you didn't have a mosquito rapier, I guess that trident would be a better weapon down here. Probably still is. Okay. I guess we'll do one of these. Decoy bait. Okay. Brat burst. Alright. Cool stuff. And alright. So apparently it was just getting to that evening transition point for him to be roaming about, or he might still be. I don't fucking know. Getting the hell out of here though. Holy crap. Okay, the insect behaviors, it's got a lot of different patterns to it. Like not patterns, I guess. It varies a lot. So you could try to be prepared, but they just do stuff. They just be doing stuff. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. They do, in fact. And like the fact that we actually get a notification that like, oh, you have become more hostile with this group, it's at least convenient that we know we fucked up or we know we're raising hostilities because it's like more of a background mechanic with the cannibals and such. So I do like that in games. What I like here though is we have more than just like oh three different groups of cannibals to maybe make or break friendships with. We got a whole bunch of bugs, and I mean a whole bunch of bugs. Like I think 7 out of 48 of the angry ones, 4 out of 15 of the harmless ones. I still need to find some neutral one so I can get a neutral tab open. So like next time I see a worker ant. I also don't want to do this pond stuff at night at all. That would just make it even darker, I feel like. So not doing that. Although I have a light and where we're going it's not really going to matter because it's down there. It's like fucking black anyway. So never mind. I don't want to sleep because that'll just waste the food. I'll have to do that all over again. So, yeah, I guess this was just whole thing one this way. But still, it bothers me because, like, I thought this was big enough. I guess it is big enough. It is the right shape. I didn't think we were that far back on ours. Alright, here we go. What we're gonna do to find bones. Oh, by the way, what we're working on is this next recipe so that we have longer breath time. I should have maybe mentioned. Bubblehead helmet. We're good except for sunken bones. So let's go find some sunken bones. That's what we're doing. So we're gonna follow these bubbles down. Find the hose. Now, I didn't look any of this up, by the way. I just kind of discovered as I was looking around for bones, because I figured they'd be, sunken bones at the bottom. I was looking around for them. And then I found this. I was like, oh god, here we go. And so I just started looking around. There's air here, so it's a good reset point. And here we go. This is where I found sunken bones. And then a lot of other shit. Like a fucking T-Rex.
Science!
Science, you were off the hook. All right, Shadow. What you got now?
Now you will know when you see the sunken bones. They're not tiny. Like in my head, I was thinking like stalker teeth. They are not. But make sure you bring your shovel. This is why you need your shovel. Because anything you see, you don't just like pick up. You do have to kind of knock it free. And the way we knock it free is with the shovel. So, and then I suggest anytime you get to halfway on O2 in any game that has O2, right, you should go back to your reliable source of O2. So, for me, that's this crack. So anytime I reach half, I'm going to come back and look for it. Until I have the bubble helmet, which lets me have it a bit longer to breathe. Not like infinitely longer or anything, but longer. Here's what your sunken bones look like. They look like giant stalker teeth. Gathering up the koi scales because, well, I see them, but I'm really looking for bones. That I'm down here, I'm down here. This is my oxygen. I pretty much live here for the next however long it takes me to find 5 of these bones. Hey, big old treasure chest, which I figured was just an like aquarium ornament, but no, it says it requires a mossy key. I have not found a mossy key, and nor have I in my other playthrough, so I don't fucking know. We hit that halfway point, so I'm going back to my O2 boat. I think we're at 4 on those sunken bones. We need 1 more, so keeping our eyes peeled. Make sure you're using the faster version of your swim. I was not there, so that was on me. Oh, that's actually 6. So we're good. I'm gonna grab this last koi scale I can see. And then we're gonna dip. Now this time we're going all the way up. Be mindful of these, by the way. I should have said something. If you drift up in front of that, it's gonna push you really far that way. So while you're looking for these bones, stay really low. Or you're gonna get pushed further than you think. Oh shit. I'm sitting over here yapping. Come on. Whoo! That clutch. Let's get the hell out of here. Because like I said, there's no like time after 0. In this game, when that timer hits 0, you're dead. There's no, oh, a few seconds to black out. There is just dead. You start to black out prior. And 0's it. Kaput. No more. So, don't do it. Alright, so we could probably put our lantern away. And save that. Yeah, that was really close. Glad we clutched that one. I'm gonna go ahead and get me big bong stick out. In case something is prowling around a little less friendly than I'm used to, since I'm still camping in the middle of wolf spider territory. Sneaking back to my own base. Nobody's here. Fuck, let me in. Okay. And the gill tube was nice. It served its purpose. We're making the bubble helmet. And it's immediately going to replace that. So I guess if you had someone playing with you, the hand-me-down system works.
Nice and safe.
But now we've got that. I need to analyze these, so we're going to keep that on us. I'm going to hang all that up there. Cook this one. I don't think it'll burn. Just get that started. Alright. Back into the depths we go. There's no point not to. Alright, let's make a short work of this. We are headed to the base. Or to the lab, I should say. So, now that I have my bubble helmet, and I have my fins, I'm going all the way down, baby. And now that I have the bubble helmet, I could very well get clay from some of these deeper parts. Like, good few deposits down here. I don't know if I'm going to need them for other stuff. So I'm going to go ahead and grab them while I'm here. But we have arrived. Now when you're down here, mind yourself, there are diving bell spiders. We need to go to the door, of course. Green lit doors mean they will open, but we're not in the clear yet. We still need oxygen, so let's go. There's some tempting chests to stop and check out, but nope. Biometrics, please and thank you. Please and thank you. We need oxygen, baby. There it is. Oh, well, now that we can breathe, we'll probably put our light out for a second. Immediately picks up spare.
Each member of the Tully family, excepting yours truly, looks at Brussels sprouts, the great cabbage of Belgium, with utter disdain. Within its densely packed leaves, a high-powered nutrient boost in a miniature form factor. And yet mealtime after mealtime, it is recklessly cast aside. Well, more for me. The body knows when it's lacking something. Funny that it doesn't tell the mind why, though. But I have taken the hint, and I'll do those brilliant horticulturalists of Belgium one better. You see, these little morsels are a prime candidate for experimentation in my new submersible multifunction lab. A closed-loop system complete with retractable solar dome. I mean, what could possibly go wrong?
Dr. Tully, it is almost time for your appointment.
Already? The joys of getting older. Trudy pushed me to go see a doctor after she remarked that I looked like a plate of wet ham. Very well. Mustn't be late and keep Dr. Applebaum waiting.
Initial diagnostics indicate that everything is working in order and ready to begin the Brussels sprout live testing phase using the automated hydroponic agriculture microponics system, or HAMS, I suppose. Going forward, Burgle's task of cultivating the mycelium network seems to have not been a complete failure, and signals are detectable in all extremities. Biodome operational, grow nodes operational, nitration systems operational, fungal network active, surprisingly. Harvesting is typically 90 days out, but initial tests show small sprouts are ready within the span of a week. We'll look in to optimize that further. Keep in mind a certain level of structural integrity is required to scale them up to nearly a grapefruit size. W. Okay. But we're growing something down here in the pond lab. And seems to be an offshoot of Brussels sprouts. But, let's see what's in here. I've got that power switch to flip. Oh shit. Hi. How do? Oh crap. Ow. Bastard. If you wanted to set your spawn point, I guess you could, and if you wanted to sleep, I guess you could. There'd be no point in sleeping, really, because it would just make you hungry and thirsty. But if you wanted your spawn point to be here in case you died, you could. Shot awake this morning, sweaty with the memory of the frantic energy of fitness and infomercials that popped on before the kids' Saturday morning cartoon shows. And in those early hours of being annoyed at the grassy glow of skin stretched tight over bursting muscles streaming about some new trivial invention, veins bulging with hot blood. But that moment and excitement, that's what's missing. Our wilted Petit's calcs need to get pumped up. We are here to pump you up. This is inspiration. We've been moving forward with an admittedly odd Hail Mary procedure for Generation 2, vascular grafting. At the time of writing this, we've already removed the cumbersome stem from the growth process, rendering these auxiliary buds longer for a new system to be part of. I've had Burgle harvest appendicular artery off the old jarred appendix, and I have begun splicing them into sprout roots, mending the union of a manner of agar glue. The systems of both man and plant are not that different after all. But could they be this compatible? So he's trying to turn the Brussels sprouts into like muscle sprouts. Oh dear. See, it looks like a biodome with water, and then you realize it's a Brussels sprout. Oh no. What have you done, Doctor? Alright, we still ain't got no power though. So, let's go do something about that. Ah, actually. Yeah, probably a little better. Power grid controls. Reset the breakers A, B, and C. Very distinct shape these breakers have. I wonder where they could be. Well, there's one of them, so we're going to get to it, shall we? Now, the run back up this hallway, you got to remember that as you do this. O2 at half, come back to your safe spot is probably not a joke. No matter how far you think you are, how quick you think you can probably get back, you should probably make sure you're really on top of that. Alright, breaker numero uno. 1. We got wires we can follow to get to the others. Now, I came back to get air because I'd rather have it than not need it. But you could maybe get 2 of these done on one trip. But for now. That was that one and back. This is another one and back, probably. Gonna have to go through these hallways to get to that one. But I am gonna point out something kind of crazy that I found in here. Because I don't know what it implies. I mean, I know what it implies, but are we really implying this? I have found a human skeleton in here. I did not rummage through his remains last time. That is his badge. Holy shit. I need to come back down here on our co-op. Oh, I need to go through those. I did not rummage the skeleton in my co-op. I'm gonna have to come back. Holy shit. There's the ID card. Okay. Shit. Wow. Well, we still got the dive gear, so it'll be easy for me to just jump back down here. I was wanting to come back down here anyway because there's some vents to explore, but damn. Okay. So the ID badge. Now I was gonna say there's implications. Now there's facts. Now I can see who died. Holy shit. At first I thought it was just a decoration. I didn't get close enough to it to like see that it was like interactable. Holy crap. Changes things. Who met like the worst face ever and was in the base collapse? I don't know if you guys know what hydromechaphobia is, but it's the fear of being like in a man-made machine or encapsulated space underwater, i.e., this crap. Especially when it starts to fail. This is not something anyone like me likes to see. Holy shit. Okay. Data. Data. Stuff. Ooh. Sights and wonders. Virgil, Ominent. Yes. Recon Journal. Toxologist. Department for Expedition member D. Spencer. Today I head back below the depths. What I caught a glimpse of in my last frigid dive has piqued my interest. Some manner of cultivated fleshy variant of... Oh, hold your... D. Spencer. Suspicious snapshot. The moldy castle sprouting out of the moat. But it's a recon journal. Okay, now... Badge from an eminent scientist granting access to their specific department of work. Dr. Spencer died down here. Okay. Well, I wasn't able to do that before. That's cool. That's why I didn't read the journal completely out loud, because when I find it with Kane, he's sitting next to me. I'm gonna... Holy shit. And then through these routes, we'll probably get attacked by a bell spider. Alright. Now that's all three of them. I'm gonna go up into here now. Ooh. Sweet. Once we're in this part of the lab, this one will open up. There's a lot of places to go looking.
Never told me science could be this exciting.
This one across the way just unlocks and goes back to where we were. So now we're here, like a checkpoint. I'm gonna do the above water exploring that can be done first. 1 second. Kitty cat needs some help. Sorry, I got a big furry Maine Coon cat, and she was having a moment. As summer approaches, she's cleaning herself a lot and shedding, so she gets bad hairballs. So I want to make sure I was there to help her. All right, more data. Whew. Oh Lord, there's one of the things that is. Right, a lot of good upgrade materials and a lot of things to research if we find a analyzer. Ooh, fuck this shit. Oh, I hate it. Oh, fuck. Here we go. At least we get O2 back once we've dealt with them, so just get your bearings and keep moving.
Dr. Applebaum has pronounced me in perfect health. For a man 20 years my senior. I must face the facts. The gray hairs, the wrinkles, they are not figments of the imagination. I can draw only one reasonable conclusion. It is the elusive fractional errors of the shrinking process which are the cause. Trudy has asked that I discontinue my experiments, but what choice do I have? If I quit now, I will have nothing. What will I be other than a failed inventor and scientist with no discoveries to his name, unable even to teach the basics of physics to a gaggle of hormonal teenagers? No! If this means that I must sacrifice 20 years of my life, then so be it.
Let's see what's around here. I'm not picky.
Oh shit, I've been muted this whole time? Crap. Was I muted for the reading of the koi poem? No! Damn, I stink. Anyway, I thought I was talking that whole time. Damn. Man, I think I was muted for that. That sucks. I was. Wow, I just looked back. So, uh, that was a poem about Burgle saving the koi fish because it swallowed Wendell's wife's ring, and he like basically knocked it out of her, and he called her his fish wife. Damn, I gotta make sure I like look at that mute button. Um, but it looks like the ring could be findable if that's the biodome, and that's the vent out, and 32 is the one-eyed koi fish, I guess. Um, the ring should be away from it and somewhere in there. I don't know. We'll see if we can find it. Oh Lord. It's the cabbages.
Take that,
Or another
vampire.
cabbage, the mussel sprouts. They are mussel sprouts. Oh, that's so gross. Now nabbing one, nabbing two, nabbing three, four, maybe even five. A little stack. But I'm gonna leave the rest here in case I want to come back and get them. Because I don't know what I'm gonna use them for, except enhancing smoothies, restores hunger when eaten, but also causes pain. So, I don't know how I feel about all that. Um, so, yeah. But got our super chip.
Oh yeah!
We
Burgle's
got
gonna
our
be so happy to get some of his memories back.
duper disc.
Maybe he'll make me a burger or something.
Mash more keys and open the biodome. Yay!
Oh, what? This lab's a convertible. Color me impressed, Dr. Tully.
So there's that.
This time you've gone too far, Wendell Tully. You've done the unthinkable, trespassed the unforgivable. You missed Thanksgiving dinner. Who can blame Trudy? I know that I pushed things to the breaking point and that she has grit her teeth and borne it. She
It's
told me that she
stimulus
could
for
not
the
bear to watch me
muscle
destroy my
sprouts.
life, let alone hers, the children's, in single-minded pursuit of this technology. Never in all the years of knowing her has she given me such a cold, immovable ultimatum. My science or my family. But if only she could see. I am doing this for them. I understand it has been hard. It has been harder on no one more than myself. If only I had more time. If I could just prove to them the wonders that are so close now, they would understand, wouldn't they? And if they did not, perhaps they never understood me at all.
So, it's coming to a heavy full stop with his wife about whether he chooses his work or his lab. Or his work or his family. True. Ah. Alright, what can we analyze while we're here? Let's go ahead and analyze you. I don't think I'm going to get anything else out of you, actually, though. Nope. Koi armor, though. And a koi chair. point, this analyzer is going to have to recharge. Alright. Pretty sure that gets us going this way.
If only chemistry class was this easy.
And that gets us coming out of here. And pointing pretty much straight up. Now, hold up, there's another hatch right there. Okay, these are things I need to learn. This is going to be new stuff. Keeping an eye out for jaws. There's the dome. There's a hatch right here. Oh, this place is fucking fucked. Great. No button. Okay. Hold up. That's not good. I don't know if I got air I can get to in here. Is this just for a bit of raw science? Assistant manager keycard. I don't have an assistant manager keycard. Okay, so I'll have to come back to here. Alright. I'm gonna go take a peek where I've never taken a peek before. Taking a peek. I'm also gonna just manually save real quick. Fuck it. Awkward time, no doubt, but oh shit. Okay, that's a bit more than I want to handle at once. Oh shit. Alright, I am on a far side of the pond where I've never been before. I don't seem to be getting air from this. There it is. I came to look over here to see if I could see the wife's wedding ring. Shit. Oh, we're back over by the shark. Or by the T-Rex. I know where I am. Oh, which means that is the pagoda over there. There's another hatch over here, too. I don't think this is where the ring is, then. The ring might be further that way. Let's get some air first. Yeah, see this hatch is open now too. Excuse me, tadpoles. Yeah, so I certainly got some more diving to do in our co-op world too. Excuse me, can I get out of the hole? Oh no, because it's air. I thought I was still swimming. Huh. Oh, holy shit. Yes. Assistant manager keycard. Damn. Okay. I see you, assistant manager. Alright, so we need the assistant manager keycard to explore a few of the underwater things that are not the lab. Oh god, that scared the fuck out of me at first. But just the tadpoles. Taking a look around while we're here, just so it's clear. I don't know if I'm gonna find anything else. Because those depths take me to the T-Rex and the entrance I already used for the lab. I don't see a ring anywhere. And if I do, I wonder if a tier 2 hammer is enough to harvest diamond. See, I really like this mosquito needle down here, because not a lot of life steal. But it's a little to counteract these dickheads. You can also look up and use the tree to orient yourself. Alright, there's the sideways one. Well, I never even saw that before. So, we know that needs assistant manager, biodome, exit of the biodome. More raw science over here. Now I'm going over what I think is definitely more of a Trudy 2. Her name is. Oh, there's a ring down here. We found it. Wendell and Trudy. Isn't that cute? Smash it with my hammer. Oh, I can't swing my hammer down here. Well, it's down here. Wendell, I did find your wife's ring. Berg wasn't lying. Oh shit! I need to go. You can find me down here, buddy, but I need to not be over there. That hatch is closed. Yo, what the heck? I don't want to be over here should Jaws return. Discovered Depp's mouth. Oh man. Come on, follow me down here. Use that burst of oxygen a little deeper. Oh shit. As if this isn't fucking terrifying. Oh, you got hydrophobia? Wanna fight spiders in the fucking dark in the water? Is it just the sea base I've already been to? Oh god, it is. Okay, so there's multiple ways down here. That being one of them. Okay. Well, that's good to know, I guess. That's what I was saying, bro. I wasn't expecting there to be a whole, like, head nod to Subnautica's worth of content. Like, it takes up a good chunk of the yard. So I guess fair game. Yeah, I still gotta come back with the assistant manager's key card once I find it. Watch out for Jaws as I rise up out of this. Alright, it's back to the base time. I'm sure there might be more underwater, like that's underwater stuff right there. But that was a pretty good diving venture. I can't imagine what else is down here. But until I have the assistant manager's key card, I don't think I'm gonna keep looking. That's probably at one of the other bases. Oh yeah.
Meals on wheels. Got a new one.
Ooh, we have returned. I guess we should go see Burgle. And talk to him about that dream. I forgot to do that. Before we have another one accidentally.
Always happy to see a repeat customer. How can I help you today?
Had a weird dream.
I'm afraid Dr. Tully did not program me for dream analysis, but I will do my best. Was it perhaps about electric beef? I have always wanted to have that dream. Why don't you describe your dream for me?
I was shrunk in an ominous facility.
Aha! That confirms it! There are 2 spacers, just as Dr. Tully surmised. One in the yard and one at Ominent. He had a hunch that they continued his work on the spacer after he stopped working for them. It all computes. I do not believe these are just dreams. These are surely your memories. But perhaps they only return to you as dreams. So, Ominent shrunk you, and now you are here. I am pretty sure you are not an Ominent secret agent. I was JKing. That was a test. You passed. So if you are not an Ominent agent, why would they be shrinking children? Surely I have no idea. Yet another puzzle for us to solve. On the plus side, your memories must be slowly returning. If you have another dream, please come again. How can I be of assistance? How can I help you today? I knew I could count on you. Please hold while I update my files. Here we go. Processing. Processing. Woo! Better than ever. My diagnostic module is now restored. Analysis shows the spacer suffered a catastrophic failure in the embiggening cell. The embiggening cell stores and regulates interatomic energy transfer during the spacing expansion phase of the spacer. Put simply, it controls the rate of growth of the subject and prevents overexpansion, which can be quite messy. Yes, if the subject's rate of growth is not precisely regulated, overexpansion will cause bioorganic subjects, such as yourself, to pop like a gremlin in a microwave.
Oh, that is a vivid image of its time. Oh, I will have to check, brother.
Scientifically speaking, of course. There is both good news and bad news. Which would you like to have first? All natural flavoring is not, strictly speaking, natural. Now you know. The good news is that I have a spare cell here. The bad news, it is empty. The cell must be filled with a special mixture, a cocktail, if you will. Another breakthrough invention by Dr. Tully. Hold please while I push the recipe for the embiggening cocktail to your scabby.
Okay. Long story short, he doesn't have the recipe. And he's gonna need more chips.
We will need that recipe if I am sorry. Hold on to the empty cell for me. And when you feel... Thank you! Why do it your way when you can do it the Roby's way? Put your cares away and have an exponentially great day.
Okay. Another analyzer.
Science.
Alrighty. So, more to it. We have to get a new embiggening cell that is functional. The one is that is gone will have to be replaced. If it is not properly managed, when we expand, we will explode like a gremlin in a microwave. Bruh, that's a very specific mental image. And you're either over here just going, hee hee, gremlin in a microwave, or you have literally seen that scene before and you know exactly what it looks like. That's so funny. I love that. Alright, sleep till morning so I don't get any furry company walking up on me. Oh shit, another dream! Who would have thought? It's like I wanted to make sure I talked to Burgle before this happened.
Body mass readout is an acceptable range. The skin fold degradation is minimal.
Specimen vitals are stable and holding. Looks like we've done it.
Great job, everyone. Let's set up 3 more trials for replication.
Sorry to crash your party. The Defense Department has arrived early to discuss Project Orc. The director needs you to be present in the meeting.
Not sure what's worse, our director or a 3-hour meeting with the military.
More memories.
Not another crazy dream.
Or dream, yeah.
Heck, they were experimenting on me. And they're working on something called Project Orc? Cool name.
I agree. It is pretty cool. Alright. In the meantime, though, let's get to storing some stuff. Ooh. Oh, I have the toxology badge. Gas resist, dust guard, -1 poison resist. Is it a accessory as well? I don't know. Oh, I still need to make an accessory too. Bug parts. I don't know, fallen bone I'm gonna call more of a ground material. I didn't kill anything to get it, you know? Alright, am I going diving again right this second? I don't think so, so what I'm gonna do is put my
Smart, fast,
ant
lucky,
gear back
or just
on,
wear some armor.
put my diving stuff away for now, because I don't need it just running around normally, so that frees up my inventory. And I guess, since we got the ID keycard, we're gonna go check out what's in that room real quick to have it be a part of the episode involved with the pond, since we got it in the pond. Seems pretty important, and we've been waiting for that door to open for a minute. Though it might not be as crazy as I was thinking now that I've seen that there's an assistant manager keycard as well. So, like, there will be different keycards, different rooms. It might just be some cool loot. Very useful. Some raw science even, maybe. Oh, it's we need the assistant manager keycard for that too. That really is just an accessory, a trinket. Badge from an ominous sign granting access to their specific department of work. No, I guess if I find the toxology place that needs a toxologist's badge. Oh man, I don't want to keep badges with me all the time. I guess I could wear it like a trinket, but it looked like it made me not as good with poison, which I don't really like, but I guess if I'm wearing a gas mask, that wouldn't be so. No, poison is from like fucking spider bites and shit. Oh hell no, I'm not wearing that thing. That's tick damage. once they hit you even like one good time and poison you. No, thanks. No, 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 no. If I find out where I need the toxologist badge, I'll take the toxologist badge there. But until then, no. Get your ass in here. But trinkets. That reminds me, trinkets. Okay. There were some cool trinkets in here. There they are. And this is still the one I was wanting to make. I mean, increases your defense capabilities. Pretty cool. Friendly fire defense up though, and a major threat. Really don't need that because I'm solo world and I don't want things just attacking me for no reason. So nah, I'm not using range combat. Nah, I need this. I need acid glands. Acid glands come from freaking stink bugs, I think. So that's on wait for now. I guess let's go make those adjustments to the base I keep talking about. Now this is going to be the true test here. I gotta see how well this back corner sits here. It might still be a no-go, and I might be moving everything around, which is fine. If I'm doing something, I would like it to be done right, of course, so... Yeah, I'm not going to be so picky that I'll say that's too much. That's fine. Good lord. There. And have it set back off of this by one. Gives me a little space in front of it to work with, which I do want, obviously. Get these corners replaced real quick. Now, assistant manager keycard to go explore some of those more depths and bases down there. Not exactly sure where we're going to find that. I bet it's one of the other labs, so just have to keep our eyes peeled. There's so much more to this survival game than I first thought. And to know that there's a sequel right around the corner is also pretty cool. Grounded 2 should be releasing soon. I forget the exact date, but I think it's going to have a PlayStation release as well, which will be pretty neat. But Shadow brought up something really important in the comments a second ago, and I almost forgot. He's on Steam, and he has bindings for up and down. So I'm going to look at the controls right now and see if... There we go. Swim up, swim down. Yeah, I just don't have bindings on them. Because everything else is pretty much being used. Left stick, right stick to move around. Interact, cancel, relocate building. I don't really have anything that I could use. Wait, swim up. I could also make X. That wouldn't fit very well. But did that take that? No, that didn't take that off sprint and crouch. I'm gonna apply these changes. Just see real quick if I can like use that. Yeah, I could use that. It's not the most convenient in the world. Well, here's the thing. I could use my analog sticks clicking, and they'll have secondary functions. So, yeah, when I'm above ground, they still only do this and this. But check this out. I've got these little paddles right here. I can just grab and throw them on the back of my controller here. I got, yep, one second here. And see which binding do I have them set to right now. God, I could probably just use. Wait, Able should do the same thing. Yeah, sprint. Is that not crouch right now? What is that? Hold up. Uno momento. Oh shit. You're probably not gonna be able to see this one. Yeah, it's gonna. So I'm adjusting my edge settings right now. Apply, boom, 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 boom. Alright. So now my paddles on the back are for that as well. Oh shit. So if I did go swimming again in the game, I now have paddles for ascend and descent. Okay. See, now I can look up and go down. Now I can like look down and go up. Thank you, Shadow, for addressing that. I could probably add some bindings. The fact that they're not already binded just, does show that there's not as many buttons to be able to take care of it. Because underwater, there should be like underwater controls versus like on land controls. So that way I can maybe shift it around completely. But having mapped it to the same thing as crouch and sprint underwater, is fine. Only thing is, oh shit. Whenever I activate fast swim, it's going to. Now I already have a setting I'll show you. This was a very important setting for keyboard, controller, whatever. Sprint mode. I've been pushed to sprint. Oh shit, nice. So it's confirmed for PlayStation. Okay, so Grounded 2 is already out. It's on PC now. We're just waiting on a date for PlayStation because it's supposed to come to PlayStation. Now, whenever I go to speed swim down here, I'll click it for a second. That's going to make me rise just a little bit, but that's not a big deal. Because just like sprinting above water, everything else, the game puts you in a sprint mode, unless I set it to hold to sprint. And it will leave you in that sprint mode, even if you go exhausted, come out of exhaustion, crouch, come out of crouch, whatever. You'll just stay in sprint mode until you come out of sprint mode. So if you set it to push to enter, if I stop running, I am by default walking again, and I would have to push it again to enter sprint. I think that is just better. I'm used to just re-clicking it if I want to, and also being able to just click it again to undo it a little faster. feels more organic to me. So I just what I'm used to. So this works for me on PlayStation for the ascend and descend in the water. The fact that I just did the pretty much all the water content, not knowing about it though, shows you could probably do it. It would be so much easier though now because again, ascending and descending being assigned to buttons. If I could think of something more clever for ascending, I just like them to not be on anything I need my thumbs for, because this gives me full like range of motion. I can look around, because if I had it on X or circle, I would have to take my right stick off to do it, my right thumb off to do it, and that's a no-go for me. I need to be able to see as well as move. So that works just fine for me. For swimming, I'll add the paddles. That's easy to remember. There, my water paddles. I've been playing without them for the most part because I haven't really needed the extra buttons on anything I play. It's convenient, but they were just kind of in the way. But for grounded, it could come back, so I'm not clicking the sticks again. It's pretty much what I used it for because it was the easiest thing to remember, was just assign L3 and R3 to it. Which I'm pretty sure if I just adjusted the settings to make that work. I'm pretty sure if I just use my settings I already have preset up for Skyrim, that would also work. Because I don't think I adjusted anything else. Alright, base building. Let's see here. It's not really base building, but it is going to be addressing the base. We already scooched it back a little bit. That's going to be the size of it. This is going to be our little campground site for now. Now, me and Kane, I sent Shadow a little clip of us working on it. Me and Kane already have a first floor, second floor. We're about to be building a third floor and a roof. This place is a huge, like, mansion slash forward defense place. And it's made out of this, like, sturdy walls, and it's awesome. And I'm sure we're going to get, like, cool stone materials to be able to make a castle. But for now, we're just going to leave this one right here made out of, like, this sturdy stuff that we make it out of. I'm going to try to recreate that whole thing here myself, just so you guys can kind of see what we did. And in time, because we're looking at the map, and we're seeing that the map seems to be kind of like cut off, right? This is all solid wall. And unless you go through the hedges to end up on this part, you can't really get on top of. But it also seems to be, kind of hard to get there. So that's a long journey to the hedges around, or alternatively, a long journey around this way. And I don't know if there's a way up any of this. I haven't been over here. So I don't know if there's a way up into the upper yard that's easy. So when we get into the upper part of the yard, I'm probably going to make another base, because this is where we are right here. I'm probably going to make another base over here, same situation, like up on the ledge, which would put it up by that juice box. And then use one of the awesome zip lines we know we have, because if it's like the forest and I make a zip line, I should be able to make it connect. Like the way it did the connection in the hedges makes it look like it'll just, if it can see the connection hook, it's going to look at it, put a hologram rope to it like this, and then it's just going to ask for however much rope to finish it. That's usually how zip lines work in games like this. So if I made a zip line all the way from the upper yard to down here, that would be pretty freaking cool. So that's that idea. And then I could also make like maybe a zip line from the bird bath to like over there somewhere. I don't know, easier ways to get back. Can't avoid going to get more clay now though. We definitely need more clay. But we can get clay underwater, we found out. But I also need like to find some stink bugs and have some other encounters, so I'm just gonna venture over to the wetlands. And I will say that is as far as I've gotten story-wise in the co-op. So anything I do now would be new. So I will probably be taking some time on the solo in the next episodes or such. Oh shit, bites. To beef up the base. Oh god. In Subnautica, you play scroll wheel as your interact, so you're just like bring bring. Because yeah, it pretty much just is as fast as you can tap it, isn't it? What do I block it every time? Oh shit. Now, down here are some acorns, and behind them is a wall that can be like blown up, it looks like. If I know anything about video games. Requires explosive. It also tells me. So. Holy crap. Covered some distance, little man. I'm gonna need a massive amount of pebbles too. How much space do I have? A lot. Oh, no time like the present. Yeah, not a fan of a giant shadow flying overhead. Don't think I need this stink bug as much as I thought. I needed the bombardier beetle, which I got one, so. Now I just need the clay.
I think this will do us for now. For now. I might be back. Mutation detected. Rock cracker. That's kind of cool, Santa. What'd we get? Bursting harvesting speed. Oh, that's cool. I'm assuming that's going to affect clay, considering I got it getting clay. Chuck can. Oh god, the two-headed cherry martial artist. Jesus, I didn't need that. Alright. It's worth it to go ahead and grab all this stone. Like it's a good amount of stone to use as well. Again, we're going to need it to finish out the floor here, so we got some more clay at the bottom of the pond. So between the two sites, I should be fine.
Meals on wheels.
Ooh, I do not have my gas mask with me. I stored it accidentally with the hot storage and forgot to grab it. Give me just a second. One of my cats seems to need me. Holy crap. She screams, she shouts, she lets it all out. At least it doesn't burn your, like, food.
Damn, give me a plate of
Though I do think it's probably already aged a bit. I don't know. It doesn't age till you pick it up. That's good to know. Though it can be stolen by ants. That I already know. So we're back. Let's head over here where we need all this clay and stone. No. Though I did foresee this happening. Also, there's one of those milky molars underneath this soda can. And I've got a level 2 hammer now. Nice. Which you can see over in the top right corner under the time. I have 1 Milky Molar, 0 Mega Molars. So I can find more of those and use them to buy more upgrades. First one we did, we increased our stamina with. I might save up 3 of them so I can equip a 3rd mutation. That would be pretty cool. Alright. Now we're going to need to start producing a lot of stem, a lot of acorn bits, a lot of everything. We've got our mini base way over here. And it's got some materials in it, but not everything we need. I'm also going to need clay to finish that off. I wonder why I can't grind, like, grass planks. Do I still need to analyze one or something? No way, I just need to analyze the grass planks, though. And the reason I want to be able to grind grass planks into fiber, because it makes 5 fiber each. So, if I get a couple grinders going with grass planks on them, I can get grass fiber, or plant fiber, a lot faster than walking around and picking it. Well, I'll also be doing that. I just want to maximize how fast I can do this. Oh my gosh, we never analyzed grass. That's probably why. Wow. Yep, plant fiber at the very bottom. There we go. Alright. It's very tempting. I think a 3rd mutation could be better than those right now, though, because then I could really start setting up mutation builds. Like a harvesting one, a fighting one. Now that I've analyzed the grass, which I think stem and grass are the only things you have to hold like this that I've found so far. So it's like the only things you have to like manually run over to the scanner while holding it and it not just being in your pocket. Which is essentially the same thing, but just different. You know how crafty games be. Big material must be carried. There we go. And just to get the spinning wheels like loaded up before I sleep. Alright. Just gonna bring this whole thing with us. And for now, I'm honestly just gonna set it right here. Ain't that convenient? Ta-da! It begins, guys. This is the beginning of what will become, hopefully, a really cool base. Now, I'm not gonna work on it extensively here on this stream. Probably gonna let this one finish up here in a second. So that I can even maybe eat something, chill out for a minute, drink some coffee. Though I might be back to do some base building tonight. Might just be a pure base building episode. It might not even have commentary. I'm not gonna lie, it might just be a no commentary, me working on the base. Because I pretty much know how I'm gonna do it. See all these big, thick, hulky stems? We're gonna be taking advantage of those, creating this place, doing this. So I'll probably be listening to music IRL outside of stream, so that way I don't get copyright. And no commentary, just base build the hell out of a really cool base. So it won't be labeled part 3, it'll be labeled, or maybe it will be labeled part 3. No commentary, just building the base. If you're interested in watching it or you want to check that out, that'll be there. But in the meantime, love everybody. That was the pond base. Got it done. Next time we'll be heading, I don't really know where for as far as the super chips go. I haven't made that much progress story-wise. So, still got to figure that part out. But we've at least got a good bit of base building in us before we've got to figure that out. Because I've got a good vision in mind of how I want this to work. I might even seek out going after a bee, get a bee stinger, maybe try to make my first journey all the way over there just to set up a zip line. Maybe that could be how we do it. I don't know. Might wait till I have a base over there actually. But much love. Appreciate everybody who stopped by and did listen to my commentary. On the next one, I'll make sure I'm not muted as I look down with a terrified, like, oh god, please tell me I'm not muted now. Because those are the kind of things I look down every now and then after talking like this, say all this crap, and then I'm muted. So, love everybody. See you soon. Bye. Make sure you're resting well, by the way. Make sure you're drinking and hydrating and doing all the things that you do in the survival game. Take care of yourself, take care of your life around you. But also make sure you make time to do things like this. Enjoy yourself, go out on adventures, play video games, whatever it may be. Because life's too short not to, man. Later.